morning, how are you? We're going to do a live putting some makeup on the lovely Belinda today. And a little bit later on, Belinda also has some good ideas that you might be interested in, a link to do with some things that she's been writing. So I just wanted to show everybody how to put on a bit of makeup. And hopefully I'm just going to start that now. Belinda's already she already got no makeup on. And I just wanted to point out that usually if you're doing a makeup for somebody that's something special, it's always best to get your platinum out. This is lovely. I mean, it's the foaming cleanser, the exfoliant, and just pat that dry, and then apply some of the toner, because this makes a lovely base really for what we're going to be doing. And I also just wanted to point out that we do have, we're not going to do the cleansing and so forth, but I do have the blurring face primer, which is also
blur my face.
I'm going to blur Belinda's face. So bear with us.
See you later.
I'm just going to pop a bit of this on, it will be fine. Okay. And no, we don't have music, but we can talk about
I'm not going to sing. Do you want me to sing?
No, not yet.
Oh, thank God.
So, yeah, just make sure that the blurring face primer is just smoothed on. It makes a beautiful base for the foundation. And I'm going to apply the foundation today with a brush.
Does it fill in lines?
Yes. We can't call it something else, but basically it does make a lovely base for your foundation. And, you know, once you've put this on, and I wouldn't, you know, it's a special makeup. We have such humidity in Queensland. I wouldn't necessarily put a lot of moisturiser on. You don't necessarily need it. This is actually got a lot of hyaluronic acid in it too, which is very, very good. It just feels lovely. So we're not going to worry about that. And there are a couple of special brushes I just wanted to point out to everybody. And one of them is this brush. It's flat. Okay? And so what we're going to do, once this is settled on the skin a little bit more, I'm just going to use the Skin Fusion foundation today, and this one's Latte, which I'm pretty sure will suit Belinda. Okay. Basically, if you pop a little bit of this on, just on the back of your hand, I tend to use the back of my hand a lot as a palette, and then it can just be taken up by the brush. I just wanted to point out that sometimes brushes can absorb a lot of moisture. So I used to, I haven't tried it with this one, but I used to spray the top with a little bit of water so that the bristles actually absorb that water without then, you know, wasting or taking up the foundation.
So is this a water-based makeup?
Yes.
Ah, okay, nice. So it'll be easy to take off.
Absolutely.
As well as apply. Okay,
absolutely.
Cool.
So we're just going to start and smooth it over the face. And it just has a lovely feel to it. This is a serum-based foundation, so it's doing good for your skin as well as being a foundation. And that's why I love it. I used to use a foundation, the older one style, which is the Cover Rich foundation. Well, I've stopped using that now. It is a little bit heavy, particularly for our climate.
Probably alright if you're in Tassie or something.
Now I'm just going to get Belinda to have a little look at this, because I haven't used anything
I'm
drastic.
zooming in, look out!
See, it's giving you nice coverage, which is light, but it's not too heavy.
And it's made it colour tones, because you can
Evened
still
out
see
tones.
there where
Absolutely.
yeah, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Thank you.
So she'll be all done up and nowhere to go at lunchtime. We're going to
You have to go out for tea or something.
A little bit of champagne somewhere, perhaps. Don't forget, you can move this as well into the crevice areas of the face without adding too, well, you know, just around the nose.
She's saying I've got crevices.
No, I hope not. But just in these areas here, this makes it a lot easier. Now there are some people, and I used to use sponges. These little sponges are really good as well. Again, they work. You can work that into the skin, and it looks really lovely. But this is forming now a really nice base for Belinda.
It actually feels nice too.
And the other thing good about Nutromedics is that it's all hypoallergenic. It's never tested on animals, and it doesn't have lots of chemicals in it. Whereas, unfortunately, a lot of the other products do out there. I was going to Sydney for a bit of a weekend a couple of years ago, and I'd forgotten my eye pencil, and I had to go and buy one from Mac at the airport. It was awful. My eyes were bloodshot within 2 hours, and so I really, because I've used Nutromedics for such a long time, I can't believe. Look up for me. I just can't believe that these things are out there still, causing grief for people on their face. It's really not very good. Okay. I tend to use my fingertips just to do any little delicate areas.
So first I had crevices and now I'm delicate.
Don't worry. And I always put the base over the eyelids as well. And on top of that, I will be applying a little bit of concealer. So that's the Skin Fusion, and this one's Latte. Now, if I wanted to actually just add a little bit of brightness, this is something that I've used today. I've done my makeup this morning, and if I just pat this a little bit under the eye, that just lifts the complexion just above the cheekbone. And again, you just close for me. You just smooth it on very gently, and that will lift the complexion. You do these sort of jobs before you get to your loose powder. Lift your chin, look down your nose. There you go.
So this will be the funnest makeup you've ever seen.
Anytime you want to do a little bit of this, it's a good idea just to lift your chin, look down your nose, make sure that you've got everything right. Now, because
You can see up my nose if we do that.
this is a foundation brush, but basically I just want to use the loose powder brush here. And you can use loose powder, but this is actually the, this is probably a bit dark for Belinda, but it's the Velvet Finish Mineral Powder Foundation, so she would probably need sand. So we'll just see how we go. Very lightly. Now there are, you know, for anybody who does have allergies or rosacea or something like that, there are correctors that we can apply, you know, if we're doing sort of things like that, but this is just a light makeup just for the day. I also like to use a concealer. This is an under eye corrector, but I tend to use a little bit of this just on the eyelid.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Sometimes they get really dark,
Yeah.
just like right in there. What do you do about that?
This.
Oh, okay, good. Good answer!
Just close your eyes for me. There are always dark patches just on the inside corner of your eyes. So it's a good idea, and you can do it before or after the powder, I find. And you can blend it in with a brush, or just use your fingertips. And it really does make a difference. Take it over the eyelid just so that that gives us a nice base. And I'll just go back to my loose powder brush. And now Belinda, have a little
So
look.
does that make the eyeshadow easier to apply if you put
Yeah.
the powder?
It's not there now, is it?
Yeah, look at that. Very good, very good.
So these are all little correctors. I'm not getting into total contouring, I know, like some people do today, because that's almost a class by itself. But I do like to use a bronzer. Now, the bronzer I've got here is probably a bit dark, but go back to your loose powder brush again and apply it where you would normally put a little bit of blush, just to contour the face a bit. And also, lift your chin for me. Don't forget underneath the jawline, because basically that will help lift as well. Now this is makeup for the over 55s. We all need a bit of help, don't we? We're not 24 anymore, which is, we could get away with lots.
We could.
Use a little bit just on your temples there, just in there. You can also use a little bit just down one side of the nose and the other. And that is minimal, but it still gives you a little bit of help. Now, you will find in Nutrimedics that there's lots of things occasionally which come out on specials and you think, oh, I might get one of those. Well, I have a few of those. This is a blush I've had for quite a while. And even though it's a blush, it's got quite high colour, so I don't use a lot of that. But if you do use a little bit of blush, and I'm going to show you the new colours as well shortly, make sure, close your eyes, sorry, you just lift it up here. You lift it right on the top of that top bone. Because again, that helps to lift your face. Now, these are the new colours, which are magnificent, and there's highlights as well. And some of them will work and some of them won't. I mean, if you're going to use like one of these highlighters, be very...
sparkle in it.
It's got a little bit of sparkle. This again can just go very lightly dusted across the top.
Top of the cheekbone. It's not even on the cheekbone. It's like just on the sitting on the top of it as opposed to.
But if you can flatten the brush that way, then basically you get a much better look.
We definitely have to go out for champagne. I'm going to look stunning after this.
So this is a compact which was a special offer, which has all the colours in. I really love it.
That's nice.
But this one carries either 4 eyeshadows and 1 blush or 1 highlighter. Or you can just have one for 3 highlighters and a blush. You know, 2 highlighters and a blush and maybe 6 eyeshadows. So all the colours are beautiful. They're all hypoallergenic. For people who wear contact lenses like me, I can't wear anything else except this makeup. It just makes my eyes bloodshot. It's shocking. So this makeup is unbelievably beautiful. So I'm not going to go into which colours would work, but you will find, if you have a look at your brochures, in the catalogue at the back.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So I've got green eyes,
Yes.
but I don't always wear green.
No.
With eyeshadow, would you do an eyeshadow that complements my eyes, or
Yes.
something that would more complement my outfit?
Well, bit of both. Depends on how much. But in the back of the catalogue, the current 25 catalogue anyway, these are the warm shades here, and these are the cool shades. You'll find most people are either warm or cool. I think you can tell somebody's cool by looking at the wrists. See, I'm a cool, and my veins are very blue on my skin. So are Belinda's. So that means we probably look better with cool colours. If you put warm colours on people like us, you look sick. So, and vice versa. Anybody who's warm shades, you know, so this gives you a very good idea at the back of the catalogue as to which shades in all of these colours are warm, cool and neutral. And most of them are neutral, so that's very good. But there are some beautiful new shades in these eyeshadows that I want you to have a little look at in your catalogue. And if you haven't got a catalogue, just grab one. There's also a brochure, which is not the monthly brochure, but it goes for 3 months. It's called Collections or Beauty Collections, and you will find collections of makeup that will help. You know, you can get your foundation, your powder, your eye pencil, and so on. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea of some of these. I did look at this one, but a lot of these colours I don't think are necessarily suitable for Belinda. So that was the Christmas one. It's very lovely. But I don't necessarily think there's anything in there I wanted to use today. So I do sometimes find compacts which suit me very well, and that's what I meant about you can collect those for yourself if you're going to have them at home, and just put them in your makeup bags and use them appropriately when you get to that point. I'm not going to go too much into colours today, but I do want to talk a little bit about the eye pencils. Now, the eye pencils are beautiful. I wear contacts, so they don't hurt me. And I sharpen it to a little bit of point, and just look up for me. And you just literally put a tiny bit. Now, because of Belinda's eye shape, if you were to encircle the whole of Belinda's eye, it would close it in. So, because her eyes are so lovely, you only need to put a little tiny bit, maybe 25% across the bottom lid, Look the other way. And I'm going to blend that in with the spongy brush in a moment. I haven't got to the top lid. There is a tutorial somewhere where people rim the inside of the eyelid like I do, because then you can't see the colour between the eyelashes and what have you, and I really do that all the time. And because I've got big eyes, I can put the darker colours around more than most. Otherwise it doesn't work terribly well. So I'm just going to get myself now just a really nice shade, which is probably going to be one of these. Okay, so guys, for me, now you'll notice I haven't done an awful lot at the moment with the bottom part of the eye. There is I've just put that base colour all over the eyelid because I'm going to do some contouring in a moment. And one of these brushes, or a couple of these brushes, this one is a sponge. This is, some of the brushes are fantastic. So look up for me. Look up at, that's all right. You have to come down a fraction and look up at the ceiling. Otherwise I'm going to have to stand on a box. I'm doing that a lot lately. Don't worry about it.
Soapbox.
Now, when you put a bit of pencil around the eye, it's good to set it with a powder. So you take maybe a colour which is something which is going to suit, like, you know, Belinda said, which colour should you use. I did have a green in here, but I haven't actually got a green in here. I don't necessarily need one. What was the other colour you liked? It's a hazely colour actually, isn't it? I'm just going to use a little bit of this, which is, would you believe, navy, but it's still a cool colour. Look up.
Back in the day, a long, long time ago, when I was young and beautiful, like we all were, and still are, mind you, but anyway.
We are.
I used to have a navy pencil.
Well, the pencils do come with a navy, so you'd be fine with all of that.
I wear a lot of navy.
Now I've just smoothed that over just the corner just a little bit because I'm actually going to do a V shape. Now if you look down, if you can look down with one eye, it'd be really handy, I know. I'm going to do, no, that's all right, I'm going to do a V shape just in here, and it's going to be just a very, like the bottom, it's not going to go over the whole eye. It's just going to be a V shape.
So narrow at the bottom, wider at the top.
Something like that. So these things can be blended, and blending is very important. You've got to blend all the time. And less is more. You know, you really don't need very much at all of this. These are very, very forgiving colours. Can you see that shape that I made?
It goes on one eye.
Okay, so I'll just do that on the other side.
So you're doing that on the outer edge, the V on the outer edge,
Yes.
not V in the middle?
No.
No, okay.
Because, again, if I was to make this much larger, it would close your eye in.
Yeah.
This is to help shape your eye and actually not close it in at all. Just looking at
We've got somebody watching. Who's that?
Nancy.
Nancy.
Hello, Nancy.
Hello, Nancy.
Yeah, she wanted to have a little look. Well, hopefully some people will watch later on or whatever.
Of course. Nancy, you'll have to tell them that we're having a laugh.
we are having a laugh.
We are.
Now I've put too much on that little bit, so I'm going to come back in
Okay.
and just remove some of the excess.
So is that, what brush is that?
That's the
The foundation brush?
which is very,
So that's like the eraser.
can be.
Okay. Is that the spongy one that you're working with now?
This is the spongy one we're working with now, yeah.
Okay. I can feel the difference between that and the brush.
And so it's just a case of getting the shape correct. but that V shape doesn't go further than
Okay, let's go into
30% of the eyelid. You see the other side? Yeah, that's a bit higher.
Ah.
So
okay,
you can
got it.
adjust it. So, you know, these things can be adjusted.
I don't want to go looking like a
No.
tramp when we go out. When we go out for
Now,
champagne.
don't laugh, because I need your eyes just to be quiet for a moment, and then they don't crease up. That's great. That's much better.
Okay, I'm going to drink a water. Hang on. If I'm having water, I'll be serious.
No, that's all right. And then just take a mid-tone for the rest and just pop it over the top. I'm just going to use a bit of this one, like a fawn. So as you put the mid-tone over, you can put that over most of that shape. And it will still blend in and not be as extreme. Have a look now.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got a
So
contouring colour.
So the contour is in where my
Yeah.
eye creases, and
Yeah,
what's
your
on the-
contour is here. It's
Yeah.
a V shape,
Yeah,
wedge shape. Same on the other side.
yeah,
Blend it underneath where I had the pencil,
yeah.
and then put a softer colour over the top, so it's actually smoothing it in and blending it.
Ah.
So you've got something.
So does that come down onto the actual lid part?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. But it's more obvious because it's in the crease.
It is.
Okay, alright.
So there you go. So we've just used some of these softer brushes, and basically I'm going to go for the next one up. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, close your eyes. And I take that from the inside corner and blend it over the other two colours.
You can tell I'm having a hot flash, can't you?
Oh God, I'm sorry. We won't talk about that. So that gives you a little bit of shape. I've got to go and get some cotton tips if I want to actually just take the excess off, which is actually quite important. That's right, I'll get one. So if there is any excess, sometimes that has to just be taken off with a fresh brush or a cotton tip, just so it doesn't leave a stain. And Belinda has lovely eyebrows.
I had them tattooed
I know,
last
it's
year.
really nice, isn't it? So we just brush the hair up.
They were getting very pale. For anybody who's interested, they were getting very pale. Like you can tell, I've got grey hair, and my eyebrows were sort of disappearing into my face. And when I wore lipstick, it looked as if I had lips and nothing else. So I thought, you know, I'll just go and get them done. And they did a great job. I'm actually really thrilled. Some girls have them tattooed, and they end up like these big bars right across their
Some of them are very
eyebrows.
ugly.
But this one, she did them like lashes. She did them in the
She did
in
them
the
like
little,
hairs.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Now this is a disposable mascara wand, and it's basically just a way of me putting a little bit of mascara on, very gently, making sure there's no fluffy bits on the end, just irritate the eye. There, a little bit of the way. And I haven't put any pencil on the top lip.
Oh yeah. Are you going to?
No, it wasn't
Not
going to.
necessary. If I was going out at night time, would you?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you have a look now and look underneath, you'll see you've got the shape and you've got the wedge shape, and then you've got a little bit underneath to contour your eye, but none of it is going all around the eye to actually give you grief, you know, because it would give you a little bit of grief, I think.
Oh, okay.
So do you like that at the moment?
I do. I think it's lovely.
All right. So that's really just showing you a way of being able to put on the foundation. I still think this brush is incredible, the one that I've just lost. There it is, the flat top. I love this brush, it's really good. Because you can still take off any extra. If there's a little bit of powder there, if you get any mascara onto the face where you've had the powder. You leave it to dry, and then just use your new, fresh mascara wand and just flick it off, and it just comes off really easily. I know a lot of people don't know. It is good to know. So those will all go in the bin over there. Now, all I was going to say was I tend to not use lip pencils because I just don't. But I thought this one would be actually a nice one for you. It's a nude colour. And then we can apply a bit of lipstick. How does that sound?
Beautiful.
All right. With the lip pencils, you can do a little dot where the bow is, like this. A little dot in the centre. Just open for me. And basically, from the corners, just bring that lip pencil down to where you've done the dots. It is good if you do have a bow. I think it looks better to have the bow rather than taking the lipstick across that crease. Much better. Looks a bit fake otherwise, but this looks really lovely when it's just... And you can use a lip pencil on its own. You can just colour in the entire lip pencil on the lip area. And then just fill it in before you even put any lipstick on it. You could just use lip pencil and a clear lip gloss, and that would also look very nice. But because this isn't just a natural day makeup, we're not going to sort of get too excitable about those sort of things, but I thought I'd ask you which colour. And these colours are the previous colours I was going to use today. I don't have all the lipsticks, unfortunately. And some of these little brushes are like very small lip brushes. So which one would you like to try? That one?
Yeah, that one.
So this one was the previous, because we do have somewhere. That one's Flamingo, which is very nice. So some of us have got some of these lip testers. I hope we do have some again in the future, because a lot of people just would really love to see, you know, how they're going for that. I need a spatula really, but I can use that. There is talk about if you put on one layer of lipstick and blot it, powder it, and put another layer of lipstick on, it stays on longer. Apparently Elizabeth Taylor used to do it about 4 times, and her lipstick stayed on forever. Smile for me. No, I need to just get... If you're going... Well, we all do. If we wear lipstick, we always sort of widen the mouth a little bit so you get some of that colour in the creases. And always remember to blot. Oh, look. That looks nice. It does look nice. It does look nice.
Here we are.
So a bit of lippy. So I hope you all found that enjoyable, or at least interesting, and gave you some ideas on how to apply colour. It's not rocket science, and practice will make it perfect. You do need to practice on yourself, and it's well worth doing. Everybody can be wearing a little bit of lipstick, a little bit of eyeshadow and mascara. It does enhance your face, and certainly these foundations are incredible. We are having some new foundations coming up. I don't know what they are yet, but I should find out in the next few weeks, so I will certainly let you know. So I was just going to let Belinda tell you about some of the things that she has, a special thing that she thought we'd share, because Facebook like us sharing different things to people. So if you find it something interesting, share this live performance with whatever it is she's going to tell you about.
Alrighty. So when I'm not being a superstar model, I do some other stuff.
Yes.
But essentially, we do the same kind of thing because we make people feel $1 million,
Absolutely.
right? I mean, I
Absolutely.
feel, 10 foot tall and bulletproof now that I've had all this done. I'm thinking I really do have to go out somewhere, which would be lovely. And what you've been able to do with me personally, I actually work on with your home and the space that you work, rest and play, right? So somebody called me today a master organizer. I work with wardrobes, I work with home space. My mother, God bless her soul, is a hoarder. And I live in her home with her. So the only spaces that I have control over there is my room, and the room that I use is my office. So I really have to make sure that they are impeccable. We are heading into Chinese New Year. The fire horse has just galloped in on the 4th of February, but the Lunar New Year is on the 17th. So between now and then, I'm doing 3 masterclasses. They're online, in which I share with you 10 things to do in your home to prepare you for the energy of the new cycle of whatever that is that's coming in. So if you would like to join me, I'll give you the dates, the times and dates. Tuesday the 10th of February at 7 p.m. It's on a Zoom. So let Val know that you want to come, and I will definitely hook you in with that. I'll just need your email so I can send it to you. The other time is Thursday the 12th at 10:30 during the day. This is all Brisbane time, by the way. And look, it's designed to help you de-stress about the new year starting. We're already done with January. What the hell's happening with the year? Focus on what's most important in your home right now, and focus for what is most important for you to be able to step forward comfortably and happily into the next phase of your life, whatever that is. The seasons change anyway, so we might as well be ready for it, right?
Absolutely, what a great idea.
Yeah. There is a third date that I've set aside, but I'm trying to book in these top two to start with. I think the other one is the following Monday, but we'll see how we go. If you absolutely can't do one of these, then by all means see if you're available for the Monday the 16th. But I would love to see you. I mean, this has been a really fun exercise for me, so I would plan to make those events for you.
Well, I was going to
super
say,
fun.
if you're interested in any of those things that Belinda's just talked about, just pop it in the chat, and then I can give Belinda, if that's okay with you, your email, and then you can actually join in with that. But it does sound very interesting. So I thought I'd do a bit of a double whammy here, not just Nutrimedics, but also talk about the Chinese New Year.
Yeah, and you know what? Women in business, we've got to stick together, girls. We really have to. There's always a bit of back scratching going on, and I think that women do it in a really ethically and wonderfully sharing kind of way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm happy to help you. You're happy to help me. Life's good. Life's good. We all just have to help each other.
Now, if any of you want some ideas on what colours will suit you, that's where you can talk to me personally, because I know everything inside out. I know what I can recommend to you, and now you've seen how you apply it really isn't that hard. And we should all be able to apply a little bit of makeup. It doesn't have to be a lot of makeup, but just enough to actually, read those things and get yourself looking $1 million. All right. So thank you so much for being in this today. I've got to find where, I found a little button to sort of say goodbye. So it's been half an hour, and I'm going to try and do one of these training sessions every 4 weeks. So the next one will be on a couple of different types of facials, certainly using a lot of the anti-aging products, and how you use them and what levels, what layering you use them for. So thank you for joining me today, and thanks Belinda for being actually a wonderful model.
Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for making me feel $1 million.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.